Hello everyone and welcome to my Let's Play. Today I'm going to be playing Caves of Kood. Now I'm going to go ahead and start a new game with a character from my library. I actually built this character before starting this Let's Play because I didn't want to go through the whole lengthy process of character creation in the video, but I'll explain some of the attributes and statistics that I've chosen. Now, I've chosen a mutated human. In this game, you can choose either a mutant or a truekin. A mutant has all sorts of physical and mental mutations, whereas a truekin does not, but can choose to have implants, all sorts of cybernetic implants into your body. And I chose a mutant, which is an Esper, so that is an ESP user, or a psychic mutant. So all of my mutations are mental mutations. So I have, first of all, unstable genome, which means that every level that I gain, I get a 33% chance of a random mental mutation. Clairvoyance, which allows me to see unexplored parts of the map. It's going to be very useful in seeing what's around the corner and preparing for any dangers, which there are a lot of in this game. Anything can instantly kill you, especially at the beginning, so it's going to be very useful to preserving my lifespan here. And then I can do a force wall, which is very neat. It allows me to draw a force field in any location that I can see, that I believe. So that's a very useful defensive power that I'll have. And light manipulation. This is my main offensive capability to start with. Basically, this does two things. First of all, it creates an ambient light field around me, so that I don't need to hold a torch. And I can use that ambient light field, I can focus it into a laser and attack enemies. And this laser has 100% accuracy, unlike many of the ranged weapons in the game. So it's pretty clutch. However, every time I use this laser, it reduces the ambient light, so I can see less and less around me until I recharge it. The next ability is Teleport Other. This is kind of a last defensive perimeter sort of ability. If there's a really tough creature that has closed the gap on me, then I can basically just teleport to some random point on the same screen. But then I would have to basically get the hell out of there before it can find me again. And I chose a mental defect as well, which gave me more mutation points, so that allowed me to get all of these mutations together. The defect that I chose is pretty interesting. It's quantum jitters, which basically whenever I use a mental ability, there's a chance that I generate a space-time vortex, which opens up a rift into a random part of not just the level that I'm in, but the entire world of Caves of Kood. So it could be really deep in the subterranean depths, or it could be like a high-level area, which I've never been to. So this is going to create a lot of interesting chaos in this game, which is going to make it really fun to play. It's going to swallow up friendly or hostile enemies around me, and also I could potentially get swallowed up into the vortex and end up in a really much more dangerous area than I was in, so we'll see how that goes. Should be fun. As for the attributes, the most important things for an Esper character are ego and willpower, so I chose those two, and the others are kind of, baseline level. So, without further ado, let's start this game. I'm going to choose a starting location, not the random town, not the, sorry, not the random, not the pre-built town of Jopa, but I'm going to choose this random village in the hills, which is procedurally generated. It makes for quite interesting starts, because they have procedurally generated religions and history. I'm going to choose one in the hills because I start with butchering and 100 reputation with hermits, but the most important thing is that I get a bloodstained neck ring, which it gives you plus 400 reputation with baboons, which makes them non-hostile towards you. Baboons, they come in packs and they throw rocks, and they're very dangerous for low-level characters, so as a really squishy Esper character, that's going to be useful to me, to be friends with them. So, let's go ahead and do that, and I'm going to choose a random name, let the game choose a random name for me, because, you know, that's going to give me a name which meshes well with the world's lore. It's going to make them for a more immersive gameplay experience, which I'm really a fan of. I like getting really into the games that I play, like I'm actually in that game. Like, you embark for the Caves of Kood. On the first of Utsiyara Ooks, you arrive at the village of Namrod. On the horizon, Kood's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-ribbon sky. I gotta say, the writing in this game is just beautiful. That's one of the things I love about it. It just gets you so much into the atmosphere of this world. Alright, so let's take a look around me. So my name is Meh Movements. And I suppose I should look actually with my inventory first. So I start with a cloth robe, a witchwood wreath, which basically does nothing, as far as I know, a bloodstained neck ring, that's going to help me with the baboons. As you can see, it gives me plus 400 reputation. I have a staff as my melee weapon, but I'm not going to be using that too much, hopefully. A torch, and some leather moccasins. Now, in my inventory, I have 1 piece of goat jerky, 14 unburnt torches, and 64 drams of fresh water. The fresh water you need to drink and you need to trade with, because in the world of Kood, fresh water is the baseline currency. So, let's take a look around. This is a starting village, and this village has a boar. This ill-tempered, bristled pig struts about on stubby legs. This boar is just another village member in this procedurally generated village, so it's not hostile to me, it's just neutral. In fact, I can go talk to it. It growls at me softly, and it says live and drink. Talking boar. But it has nothing to trade. So, it does not have a job for me, but it says to find Camamare or Max Coton the Wary. Live and drink. Alright. Now, what is this? An arc sconce. Sharp points of chrome on the vertices of this ornamental light fixture. Brightness bursts from its edges and ignites the world. Is that the sprite it's supposed to use? I guess so. Yeah, I mean, it looks like it's flickering like an arc sconce would. Alright then. This is a clay oven. Now here I can actually eat the food from this town, which is also procedurally generated. It's called mild electricity. You have gained the activated ability emit pulse. Wow, that is a really great food from a starting town. I'm going to be coming back here and eating a lot. I can use electromagnetic pulse at level 3. That is fantastic. Especially because this character, it doesn't have any abilities that can deal with robots. Which there are not a lot of in the initial game, but that's really great to have just in case. So, anyways, let's see what else there is. There is this guy. There's the Zealot of the 6-day Stilt. She preaches the Chromaic gospel of the Mechanimous. Precious saliva flies from her cracked lips, but she's too wrapped in the music of her words to notice. I think that is my favorite description of a character in this whole game. It's just so evocative. So let's talk to the Zealots. Now the Zealot gives you a quest to go to the 6-day Stilt. This character appears in every village, every starting village, whether it's procedural or the default starting village. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this quest. And who else is here? I have Oshukat, the village apothecary. Find crushed herbs, dust the old man's pestilence. It's just, that's all you need to know, isn't it? I'm looking for work. Should have paid attention when they told me to speak to certain people. So let's see, he has a vinyl sap mask, which it's like a gas mask basically, which is really handy actually in this game. There's lots of deadly gases, but it's kind of pricey for me right now. I might just find one somewhere. Some bandages, which I don't have. That is definitely useful. I'm going to go ahead and buy like 3 of these to start. And I'm going to pay for that. I'm going to sell some of my torches. So, let's see. Alright, let me get 10 of my torches. 3 bandages. Seems like a fair trade. Alright, live and drink. This is just an apple farmer. This brawny, mustachioed man wears a white apron stained with the juice of star apples. His sable hair maps against the brown skin of his forehead. From his left forearm hangs a wet rag with which he scrubs the dirt from his hands every few months. Moon and sun, wisdom and will. Does their work? Again, I gotta talk to the characters they told me to talk to. This is actually pretty good, this woven tunic. It's much better than what I have on me right now, so I'm gonna buy that as well. And I'm gonna pay for it with... I suppose I shouldn't give him all of my torches, because those could still be useful to me. Alright, I'm gonna pay for it with water then. I'll have to pony up 2 drams of fresh water to even up the trade. Yes. Okay. And there is a tortoise in this town. The long lathe of time shaved the prospects from beneath the reptile's feet, until she hid in a shell of plastron and carapace, brooding and peevish. Sniffles and sneezes. Alright. Nothing to trade. It's a wet clay jug with 2 drams of wine. Well, I can't just drink that without them seeing me and all going aggro on me, so I'm going to avoid doing that. Now, this is salty water, which actually, it's not the same thing as fresh water. It's not as valuable, and you can't drink it. Well, actually, can you? I've never tried myself, but I'm sure it has negative effects on you. But anyways, it is useful for one reason, which is if you ever need to splash water on yourself, you can use salty water instead of fresh water. That way you don't have to waste fresh water on cleaning yourself. So, and I don't need 64 grams because that's going to weigh a lot, so I'm going to pour out most of it nearby. Oh wait, did I do? Let's see, pour nearby. And I'm going to do, I'm going to leave myself with just 10 grams of this salty water. Alright. That is an apple farmer's daughter. I'm not going to read all that right now. You can pause it and read it if you want. There's a baboon in the town. Oh, he's the warden. Warden, ooh-hoo-oo. Ooh-hoo-oo-oo. Ooh-hoo-oo-ee-oo. From atop his sunning boulder, this small monkey peers at you with eyes full of curiosity. 2 tufts of gray fur billow out from either side of his face. So he's loved by the Fellowship of Wardens, because he is a warden. He's admired by the villagers of Namrod for defending their village. He's disliked by cannibals for giving one of their kind an unfavorable horoscope reading. Well, that's... okay. Let's see, so his features, he has a vicious bite and icy vapor. Seems like all of the wardens in the starting village have icy vapor. Stay out of trouble, traveler. Alright, first of all, let's see what he has to trade. Small stones. Because baboons, they throw stones. Well, let's do the water ritual with him. Actually, what is he? Let's see. Disliked by cannibals. So if I do the water ritual with him, it will improve my relations with the villagers of this town and with the other wardens in the world. But it will give a negative effect to my relations with cannibals. But that's fine. Cannibals, I think they start off hostile to you anyways, so let's do the water ritual. So my reputation with the wardens increased, as well as the villagers of Namrod, and with cannibals decreased by 50. That's fine. Live and drink water, brother. Alright, so let's find one of these quest givers. Who's this? It's a Snapjaw hunter. Tussocks of fur, dress skin stretched over taut muscle. Upright she stands, but she looks ready to drop onto 4s. Her snout snarls and her ears twitch. She barks and her hyena tribesmen answer. So, yeah, we'll see a lot of these Snapjaws in the actual dungeons, but this one is actually not hostile. Anyways, let's quickly find, this goat might be, okay, so this goat has a name, and, it's one of the quest givers, Camembert, I believe that was one of them. She chews cud without a care for the mess in her tangled beard. I'm looking for work. Nomad, you know, once my kin would spend all our time scrounging for food. But after becoming acquainted with the sanctity of those with stingers tipped with confusing venom, we changed our ways and imagined new rites. May existential despair take us. Ick lost our implant, divine high-grade dermal insulation. Okay, so somebody named Ick lost an implant, which is some kind of dermal insulation implant. Would you be willing to recover it for us? My kind tell me it has been taken to Brass Zero to Kesh. We will pay you for your work. Sure. I will do it. The reward will be a recoiler and a disc. Alright. So I received the location of the ruins I have to go to. Camembert has nothing to trade. It's a strange piece of furniture which I can't identify. Okay, here's the village tinker. Need a gadget repaired or identified, friend? Or if you're a tinker yourself, perhaps you'd like to peruse my schematics. So let's see, does he have work? No. Let's see what he has to trade. A weird artifact, probably a grenade, some data discs, which I'm probably not going to go the Tinker route in this game, so nothing really that's useful to me right now. Oh yeah, so let's actually go ahead and put on that woven tunic. So right now I have a cloth robe, which gives me 1 armor value, which is represented by diamond, and 0 dodge value, which is represented by the black circle. Now, if you see, I currently have 1 armor value and 6 dodge value, which comes from like my base level and my agility, I guess. But if I put on this woven tunic, I now have 1 armor value and 8 dodge value, so my dodge value went up by 2, which makes it quite a bit more likely that I will dodge attacks, so that's very good. What's that? It's a hammock. Okay, so the shoot's still... Whoa, what is that? That's some smoke. Someone's smoking. Okay, who's that? Snapjaw Warlord. But not a named character, so it's not going to have any dialogue. There should be 1 more quest somewhere. With these procedurally generated villages, the layouts are kind of all over the place, so it can be hard to find where to go. Oh, what's this? A clay jug. Oh, maybe this. Ah, okay. So this lizard, or well, let's just call it a lizard for now. Maxcoton the Wary, village worm. His ovoid spots, crimson and coral and citrine, run the course of his torso and head. So let's talk to Maxcoton. Drifter, welcome to the village of Namrod, where you will find shade and victual, along with other provisions to help you better scour the rest caves for treasure. Per our custom, you may drink of our fresh water and quench your thirst. So this this lizard, what is the word I'm looking for? Not a lizard, but it's not a gecko. Well, anyways, it doesn't matter at this point. This lizard is the head of the village, and so you should have a quest for me. I smile on the modest pretender that you are here, friend. He's calling me pretentious. There's a project you could do for me. Just a while ago, I visited Sabal and found some sanctified, tar-encrusted bones. For hissing at, I am in need of them. If you retrieve them from me, I'll pay you for your work. Will you? Sure. I will find the tar-encrusted bones, as you ask. So, we should have received the locations of both of these places. So this is the overworld map. We started here. And there's 1 place here. And 1 place here. So, we might go to those places first, or we might go to Red Rock, at least for a little bit, which will have more predictable dungeons to cut my teeth on with this new character. Is there anything else that I missed in this town? Any statues? Oh, here's the Dromad merchant. A stoic, long-necked man-camel, this trader belongs to the race of mercantile desert rovers, who men call Dromad. So he's a half-human, half-camel. So, let's see what he has. A bunch of ammo. Leather armor, which not as good as what I have now, actually. Some kind of medication. small trinket. Now, I don't suppose he can identify. No, he can't. These are probably grenades. And some foods. Phase silk. That could be good. Allows you to phase in and out of this dimension. So, is there anything that I actually want to buy? So here I have 61 drams worth of water to trade with. Oh, there's more. Oh, there's a glow sphere. Oh, that could be good, actually. That way I don't need to use torches, but it's quite expensive. Yeah, I can buy that after looting my first dungeon. Can't really afford it now. A musket. A musket could be good, actually. Just as a backup weapon in case in case I run out of mana for my psychic abilities. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with a musket and some lead slugs. That's about 31 drams, which I can afford. And I'm just gonna keep it at that for now. Let's equip that musket. And let's reload. Now I'm not gonna be using that musket very much, I think, if possible. I'm going to be mostly using my abilities, my psychic abilities. Alright, so I've explored basically everything there is to see in this town, so let's go ahead and let's just start off at Red Rock first, because that's a more predictable location. Alright, now I'm lost. When this happens, you can't go back to the overworld map without exploring some screens first. Now, I think I've been ambushed by a Snapjaw Brute, which is actually a pretty high level, well, I don't want to say high level, but it's a pretty strong melee creature. Tussocks of fur, dressed skin stretched over taut muscle. Upright she stands, but she looks ready to drop onto forms. Her snout snarls and her ears twitch. She barks and her hyena tries to answer. And she's equipped with a bronze base. So that is not the weakest weapon that you could find something equipped with right now. So, alright, let's see. I think I'm actually going to use my proselytize ability on this Snapjaw Brute, because they're pretty strong. Oh, actually, there's Equimaxes, which are very tough. They would actually be better targets for proselytizing. But, let's just try out the ability on this Snapjaw Brute first. Alright, so you convince the Snapjaw Brute to join you. So that's going to help me against, yeah, that's good actually, because there were a few other Snapjaws around the corner. But this Brute is quite strong compared to them, so he should be able to fend them off from me. Alright, I'm going to use my laser. A Snapjaw Hunter takes 6 damage from your laser beam, so that took him out. That one-shotted him, basically. And, where's he going? What's he going for? You're supposed to be protecting me. But, I'll laze this other one too. This laze power is actually pretty powerful to begin with. However, as you can see, there's only 2 charges left of this. So it's going to take a little bit of time to get those charges back before I can use it again. There's giant dragonflies all around. Big diaphanous wings bat the air as it drones in place. These ones are neutral, so there's nothing to worry about, and the Equimaxes are also neutral. The musculature of this strapping, tranquil beast is so pronounced that he looks as though The muscles themselves might burst through his rich auburn coat. Great tufts of white hair surround his massive hooves, which he rears every so often while he grazes. Thankfully, they are not hostile to me. Alright, so there's another Snapjaw over there to the right. So let's go and take him out. Lazy as well. Only did 2 damage. Let's... Yeah. My Snapjaw brute companion took him out for me. What is that? It's a horned chameleon. Tiny skin crystals shift and sort, changing the color of its appearance. A narrow bone extrudes from his head. He has a horn and a bite. These guys are not as weak as Snapjaws, so let's laze him. And laze him again. Okay, so my laze is actually pretty low charge. So I'm gonna have to rely on my brute. Whoa, okay. I just stepped on a hidden ivory and now I'm bleeding. I think I have some bandages. Stopped bleeding and my brute took revenge on the spiny plant for me. Thanks, brute. I wonder, is this tree harvestable? I don't have harvest skill anyways. Oh, okay. I did not notice that I was being chased by this 2-headed boar who is tough and hostile. Slavering muzzles snap at each other as it ambles around in choleric hunger. Alright, so this could kill me pretty quickly, so I have to be pretty careful. Maybe I should proselytize this boar? Or should I keep the Snapjaw brute? Well, the boar is tough, as opposed to the Snapjaw brute being average. You know what? I think I'll take the boar. Let's see how that works. The 2-headed boar is unconvinced by your pleas, and it hit me for 4 damage with his bite. Well, it's kind of a dangerous situation, so I'm just going to be super safe and I'm just going to teleport you away. Okay, so it looks like it might have teleported here. Now should I go and try to take it out with lasers? Or should I run away? That's the question. I think that we could chance it. Okay, so now I can actually see it. Now, I think this dragonfly is in the way of me lasing it, unfortunately. But, let's see. Where are you? So, okay, my brute is already fighting it. You know, I'm not sure how this laser works. I know it's 100% accurate, but I don't know how that works when there are other creatures in between you and the target. I suppose if I hit anything, it would be my... I might hit the Equimax as well, which would make it aggro me. Alright, let's test it. So I fired the laser. Okay, the Snapjaw brute took 8 damage from my laser beam. Okay, that means that, yes, if there's anything in the way, then it will get lased instead. Okay, the Snapjaw brute was killed. And how's the boar? It's injured, which should let me finish it off. So it does 3 damage, 3 more damage. It's now wounded. Since it's only 2 squares away, let's actually use this force wall. Alright, so I'm going to draw... Let's see. Should I... Oh, I have 9 squares that I can draw. Okay, let's do this. Let's just totally trap it in here. Oh, well, actually, I suppose it's not totally trapped, but, okay, so now it's surrounded by a force wall that I've created, force field. Potential is polarized into a cyanic hex mesh, keyed to its arranger. Objects of sufficient mass are blocked, but small ones fired leeward can pass through. That sounds like I can probably shoot through it, or laze through it, maybe? Okay, it takes damage from my laser being good. But actually, my laser has 0 charges now, so I think I'm going to finish it off with my musket. Alright, looks like I killed it. Yeah, that's right, the bloody 2-headed boar dies, and I gained quite a bit of XP, so I've gained a level, and looks like I hit that 33% chance for unstable genome. Now I can choose a mutation. So I can choose time dilation. I distort time around me in order to slow down my enemies. Creatures within 9 tiles are slowed according to how close they are to you. Duration 15 rounds. Distance 1. 4 creatures receive 50% distance penalty. Distance 4. 23% penalty. Distance 7. 3%. Okay, so the closer they are to me, the slower they get. That sounds like a pretty good defensive ability as well. Sunder Mind. You sunder the mind of an enemy, leaving them reeling in pain for up to 10 rounds. You engage in psychic combats with an opponent, dealing damage each round. Taking any action other than passing the turn will break the connection. Each round, you make a mental attack, which is mental armor, MA, which is this, by the way. Damage increment 1d3. That's 1 roll of a 3-sided dice, so basically flat distribution between 1 and 3. After the 10th round, you deal bonus damage equal to the total amount of damage you've done so far. Wow, that is quite good. Except for the fact that you can't do anything else while you're doing it. It seems like laser runs out of charges pretty quickly, especially if you have to use it a lot. So it could be useful to have another offensive psychic capability. Or I could do ego projection. Through sheer force of will, you perform uncanny physical feats. Augments one physical attribute by an amount equal to twice your ego bonus. I think my ego bonus right now is +3, so that would give me +6 to any physical attribute. Which, I could become temporarily very strong or very agile, so I could be very accurate with my musket as well for 18 to 23 rounds. That's also not a bad choice. It's going to be one of these two, either ego projection or sunder mind. I'm going to go for sunder mind. I've gained a level, gained 1 key point, 66 skill points, and 1 mutation point. Now the mutation point, actually, I can't use it at this point because all of my mutations are effective level 2, because every bonus point in ego gives you +1 to your effective level of your mutations, but they're capped at your level. So everything is capped at 2, so I can't increase anything right now, which is fine because I can also save mutation points to buy a new random mutation for 4 MP, so I might end up doing that. And as for skills, so I have 66 skill points now. Is there anything that is worth getting for me? Or anything I can get? I can get Axe, I can get Cudgel. Well, Cudgel could be good because I have a staff, but I'm not married to it anyways. I could use any weapon that I like. There's no reason that I have to go for Cudgel in particular. Short Blade as well I could get, or Tactics. Yeah, I have the staff now, but I won't necessarily be using it forever, so I'll think about it for now. I don't need to spend those points right away. Since I'm hungry, I might as well whip up a meal. Humble boar tooth, a fiendish chameleon horn, a pinch of seed spit, and some sesame. It sounds like it chooses random ingredients from the area you were in, because there's definitely a chameleon, and there was a boar that I killed, so that's interesting. Alright, now I'm not hungry. And, I really should try proselytizing one of these equinoxes, but he's unconvinced by my pleas. Well, that's okay. I'll find someone else, I guess. So I'm still lost. Ooh, there's actually, there's quite a few things here. I thought it was just arrows on the ground. There's a pocketed vest, which is really good. This basically, gives you plus 5% carry capacity. Good for bringing back loot to sell. Bronze dagger. Iron mace. Okay, that's already a lot better than the weapon I have right now. So I'm going to go ahead and switch the staff out. So the staff is 1d2, so it's one roll of a 2-sided dice. I guess that's basically a coin, right? But the iron mace, it's a flat 2 damage. So that's definitely better. And they have the same penetration value of 3. So I'm going to go with the iron mace. And let's see, so maces, I believe, they have a chance to daze your opponent. Which is also, it's a good defensive ability. But what is my strength is negative though, so that's actually not so great for using maces and things like that. If I had kept that eco projection ability. Okay, so this irritable tortoise is now coming at me. I might be able to proselytize him. These guys are really difficult to kill. Although maybe not for me, since I have my laze ability. You know what, I don't want to have him as a companion because he's too slow, to be honest. I've had him as a companion before, and it's a bit of a pain. So I'm gonna just create a wall here. I don't want to wall myself in. I'm not sure how long these last, so I'm not gonna totally cut off that passage. I'm just gonna kind of wall him in. Yeah. Just gonna laze him through this wall. Oh, but he's not my top priority anymore because this horned chameleon is coming at me, and he's not trapped behind the wall conveniently. Oops, I lazed the tortoise again. Okay, well, the horned chameleon died, and they probably will tell me how long the laze lasts. Let's see. Look at my character screen. Force wall. So this rank, duration is 18 rounds. Oh, that's not so long, actually. I should Should use that time to put some distance between me and this tortoise. Okay, the wall has already disintegrated, so I'm going to laze him. Takes 3 damage from my laser beam and tightens her carapace, but unfortunately for him, I don't think that affects the ability to withstand the lasers. So I'm out of laser charges, but that's okay, because I mean, it's a tortoise. It's not going to catch me. I'm just going to back up and, alright, I got 2 charges back already. Laze him again. Oh, the laser does not penetrate the tortoise's armor. That's too bad. But this time it does. He's now wounded. Well, not much I can do now except for wait for my laser charges to come back as he slowly closes in. Oh, but it looks like these glow crows are helping me out. Laze him again. Doesn't penetrate his armor. Their swooping attacks are totally ineffectual against the tortoise's shell. Failed to penetrate again. That did 2 damage. Well, yeah, maybe I'll just leave him alone. Okay, he's badly wounded. I might as well take him out just for the experience. Oh well, the glow crows killed him. Or actually, you know, I have butchery skill on this. Okay, that's not a butcherable corpse. Oh wait, no, I don't have butchery skill yet. I have to learn that from the village. Oh crap, there's another one. I'd have to learn butchery from the village elder. You guys are kind of a pain in the ass. I'm just gonna run away. It's a freaking tortoise. It's not gonna catch me. Am I still lost? You know, I'm not lost actually. That's good. Alright, so I am going to... Oh boy. Oh, I got lost, but I found a Dromad caravan. Good, because more things to trade for. So what do we have here? We have Snapjaw Hunter and another tortoise. So I'm going to immediately laze this guy to death. Oh boy, there's 2 of them. There's a Snapjaw right next to me as well. I'll take him out with my mace. Well, actually, the killing blow is with a torch. Alright, there's a boar as well. Should I handle this? Maybe I should proselytize. I think I'll proselytize the boar for now. So he's gonna be my friend now. Defend me against this tortoise. Oh no, he's going off to fight something else, I guess. Who is that tortoise? And there's a Snapjaw Hunter behind him. I'm starting to get surrounded, so I'll use Intimidate. The irritable tortoise becomes afraid, so he should hopefully start running away now. And I'll let him do that. Oh, no, he's still attacking me. Ooh, ouch, he did 6 damage with his tortoise bite. I'm about to get overwhelmed by these tortoises. I'm just gonna... What just happened there? I tried to flee, but I think that there's a wall. There must be a wall below, so I can't actually flee in that direction. Hopefully my boar will help me out here a little bit. Be nice to have force. Oh well, okay. So I can sprint away from these tortoises and create a force wall around myself. That might be what I'll have to do. There's quite a lot of glow crows. They might be able to take them out. Oh, and you know, there's also there's a seed-spitting vine. Delicate radiant tendrils curl inward and spring open, loosen seeds at high speeds. These are very dangerous for low-level characters. You know, since I'm health level 10, it's kind of... Although if I go to the screen below, who knows what creatures there will be down there, as well as I'll be followed by those tortoises. Maybe I'll stick with a devil I know. Alright, so I was able to take out that seed spitter in one hit and get to level 3. And that means I also have 2 mutation points and 1 attribute point. So I can increase 1 attribute now. I'm gonna go for ego because that's gonna... Oh wait, no. What should I go for? Willpower. To decrease the cooldowns on my abilities so I can use them more often. Alright, so, yeah, there's a lot of tortoises. Should I flee to the south off screen or should I flee to the north? I think that these glow crows actually are going to help me out a lot against the tortoises. Kill the snapjaw with a laser. Okay, they're starting to sort of surround me now. So I'm going to use my force wall. And I think it might be long enough for me to, let's see, 4, 9. Oh, you know, it's just long enough for me to just completely wall them off for me. Oh, there is one on the right side, dang it. Well, okay, I'm going to... Oh, there's another seed spitter here. And I'm out of laser charges, but I do have my musket, which is not loaded. Okay, load my musket. Okay, I took out the seed-spitting vine with my musket. Maybe I can also take out this tortoise, but I really hope that I don't hit these dromad guards, caravan guards, by accident, because they are impossible to me. Yeah, you know, maybe the best thing is to run in this direction. But I do want to... Well, let this combat go on for now while my laser recharges. Lasering these tortoises while I'm at it. Does it penetrate the tortoise's armor again? I think I might have killed some of the... Oh no, they're still alive. Yeah, they're still alive. Wonder if these caravan guards will help fight them. Yeah. Not very strong, so the mace does not help much. Oh, is that? Oh, that's my friendly boar. Okay, who killed it? I don't think I was the one who killed it, unfortunately. Alright, 2 tortoises remaining. This is turning out to be quite a slog. Well, not really any danger, it seems. Although I did get critically hit by a tortoise, so now I'm dazed. Just keep pummeling at him. Okay, finally he's dead, and there's one more. I'm just gonna run around a little bit and get my my laser charge back. Oh. There is. Where is it? Okay. I was able to kill the seed splitting vine. Uh-oh. What happened? Hidden young ivory. Okay. Stepped on another sharp hidden young ivory plant. Oh, okay. So my health is really low. I really need to replenish my health. So the only thing I can do is wait. Okay, so I waited and replenished my health. And my laser are also at full charge. And that tortoise is still alive. What a pain in the ass. Well, anyways, maybe I can just... Drillman traders engage in hand-to-hand combat. Wait, what? This is not a tortoise, it's a salty, bloody great saltback, who is neutral to me now. Words fail to contain the paradox of his domesticated immensity. Drifts on the cultural Seas have swept a particular fable to your attention. Long ago, far away, folks supposed all of everything rested on the back of a world tortoise. Oh, so it is some kind of tortoise. Surely that flight of fancy came to someone gazing on a great saltback. Or does your own vision echo through the past to partake in its creation? Physical features, great stomp. Oh boy. Well, it's not hostile, and actually, it's engaged in hand-to-hand combat with who? With the glow crows. Well, it's not fighting anyone else. It looks like the merchants are now not fighting, so... Oh, I asked about my location, and I'm no longer lost. That's great. Okay, let's see, what does he have to trade? It's like basically the same sort of things as the other merchant in town. I might as well get more lead slugs because you tend to always be short on these in early game. Yeah, trade for it. Oh, actually, this will be perfect. This cloth robe. I want to pony up any water that way. Nothing I can sell to him. Bronze dagger. Probably not going to use, but I'm going to keep for now. Short bow could be useful. And I don't really have much extra cash, so I'm not going to buy anything else. Alright, so I'm not lost anymore. My health has recovered. My ability charges have recovered. And you know what? It's been already about an hour, so I'm going to stop the video right now. Next video, I'm going to go on to Red Rock and continue there. Alright, everyone. Thank you for watching. And please look forward to the next video.